You know that feeling you get in the spring? That deep down urge for a fresh start, a clean slate? It's a pretty universal feeling. But what if I told you there's a specific date on the biblical calendar that's actually designed for that very purpose? A kind of divinely appointed reset button. Well, today we're going to dive in and decode the incredible meaning behind the first day of the first month.
So, our journey starts in the month of Nisan. Now, this isn't just another month on the calendar. It's the beginning of a whole new cycle. You know, every new moon has this power of renewal, but Nisan is the crown jewel. You can literally see the world waking up around you. The plants, the animals, everything is buzzing with new life. It's just this incredibly powerful time of rejuvenation.
And this isn't just some poetic idea. It is anchored right here in the text, in Exodus. This one verse completely flips the script on how we think about time. It's basically saying to a brand new nation of former slaves, your time doesn't belong to your old masters anymore. Time itself is being recentered around redemption. The first month is the beginning because freedom is the beginning.
Okay, so this brings us to the core idea of this whole explainer. We're about to see how the first day of the first month isn't just some random date, but a deliberate, repeating signal that's woven all throughout the biblical story.
The best way to think about it is like this. It's a cosmic reset button. Whenever you see this specific date pop up in the text, it's a huge clue. It's a sign from the author telling you that something profound is starting all over again. Whether that's creation itself, the identity of a nation, or our very relationship with God.
What we're really talking about here is what you could call a theological signal. This date is way more than just a calendar entry. It's a recurring theme, a pattern that carries the exact same message every single time it appears. And that message is, God is beginning again. It's a signal to us to lean in and pay really close attention, because a huge foundational shift is about to go down.
All right, so let's look at the evidence, right? Because this isn't just some nice theory, it's a pattern that's woven right into the fabric of the Torah. Let's trace it out.
I mean, this slide just lays out the pattern so perfectly. First, in Genesis, on this exact day, Noah sees a renewed earth after the flood, a new world. Then, in Exodus, it marks the start of a brand new calendar for a new nation. And then, exactly 1 year later, the tabernacle is finished, and God's presence literally comes to dwell with the people. It's a clear, deliberate, and powerful theme.
And this table really drives the point home. Each event on this date builds on the one before it. We go from a new creation to a national rebirth, to God actually dwelling among his people, and finally to an ordered community with the census. It's this beautiful, clear progression from total chaos to divine order.
Okay, so here's the crucial part. That reset on day one, it isn't the end of the story, not at all. It's the beginning of a process. It kicks off a 10-day countdown that leads directly to the massive event of Passover. Let's see how that works.
Hundreds of years later, the prophet Ezekiel picks up this exact same theme. But notice the subtle shift here. He also commands an action on the first day of the first month, but this time, it's about purifying the sanctuary. The theme grows from just creating something new to purifying and restoring it, getting it ready for what's coming next.
So here's the practical flow, the how-to. The first of the month is the reset button. It's a time to clean house, to prepare a sacred space. This kicks off a 10-day period of personal preparation, all leading up to redemption on the 14th. This is not passive waiting. It's a process where our preparation meets God's action. And that makes you wonder, doesn't it? How do we purify our own sacred space in these 10 days?
This comparison is just so key. In the Torah, the first of the first is all about God creating something totally new, something that wasn't there before. But by the time we get to the prophets, after generations of failure and exile, the theme shifts. It's now about restoration. It's about purifying what's been messed up so that God can come and dwell there once again.
And what is so beautiful about all of this is that this spiritual pattern of reset and renewal isn't just happening in an ancient text. It's perfectly mirrored in the natural world. I mean, the themes we're talking about are literally sprouting from the ground all around us during this exact season.
The source introduces us to this amazing Hebrew word tzmicha. It means sprouting or growth. And get this, the whole process of redemption is described as tzmicha. After a long, bitter winter or a long, bitter exile, where everything seems dead and hopeless, the seeds of redemption begin to sprout. It's the perfect natural metaphor for the spiritual rebirth that's happening right now. And nature just keeps giving us these powerful symbols, like the gazelle. It represents Ceresis, this idea of speed and zeal and eagerness. I mean, a gazelle almost seems to defy gravity, right? It perfectly mirrors the swiftness of the Exodus and that feeling of just breaking free from whatever was holding you down.
Then you've got barley. As the very first crop of the season, it was often seen as food for the poor, kind of a low-status grain. But its simplicity is its superpower. It symbolizes a poor but carefree kind of freedom, a freedom from all the heavy burdens and complex attachments. It's the simple, unburdened freedom of a brand new start.
And finally, the stork, which actually migrates back at this very time of year. In Hebrew, a stork is a chasidah, and that name is directly related to the word chesed, which means loving kindness or grace. Its return is like a sign of unearned, unmerited divine favor, a beautiful reminder that the redemption from Egypt wasn't something the people earned. It was a gift, a profound act of chesed.
So, let's bring all of these incredible threads together. Because this ancient pattern, this isn't just a history lesson. It's a living, breathing invitation that's being extended to every single one of us, right here and right now.
So what's the big takeaway? First, we need to recognize this divine pattern, this signal for a reset. Second, we have to understand the process, that it's about preparation leading to redemption. Third, look around, see nature reflecting this very same renewal. And finally, and most importantly, accept the invitation. This season is calling for your intentional, active participation.
And that brings us to the final, crucial question. The biblical calendar has set the pattern. The natural world is echoing the invitation. God is offering a new beginning. So the only question that's left is the one for you. What will you reset?